This is a hospital. Do you have a sign to this warrant for him?
All right, it's now more than a week since this video was taken of Chicago alderperson Jesse Fuentes being briefly detained by federal agents inside of a hospital. Since then, courts have limited the power of the federal government to deploy National Guard troops on Chicago streets, but they have allowed those Guard troops to be stationed at a base about an hour north of Chicago. This comes as protests continued this weekend, again, especially at this ICE facility in the nearby suburb of Broadview, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Joining us now, alderperson Jesse Fuentes. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Take me back to this moment inside the hospital. Why were you there, and what happened?
Absolutely. The president of Humboldt Park Health called me extremely worried that ICE agents were in the emergency room, worried that staff were in fear, individuals who were going to the emergency room to receive medical care were in fear. So I made my way over because the hospital had told me that there was no judicial warrant that they had shown for the individual that they were detaining in that emergency room. When I went over, I'm not impeding on an arrest. I'm not seeking to speak to the patient, nor am I putting my hands on those ICE agents. I'm simply asking a question if they had a signed judicial warrant for the individual they had detained in the emergency room. And you see in the video, I'm met with a lot of aggression and a violation of my constitutional rights. What you don't see is I'm actually shoved twice by that ICE agent before my staffer pulls out her phone to record this incident. This is typical behavior that we see of ICE agents across the city of Chicago. We have seen them tear gas commercial corridors, physically assault individuals, zip tie young children with barely any clothes on and placing them on the sidewalks in the middle of the night. 2 individuals shot in Chicago and in the Chicago suburb. What we are seeing is a real assault on the people of the city of Chicago.
Jesse, what was the verbal exchange? You asked to see the warrant. Did they show it to you? And what were they telling you in that moment?
No warrant was ever produced in this particular interaction or any interaction between these ICE agents and anyone in the hospital. What I was told repeatedly is that I was going to be arrested and to get out, and a lot of colorful language utilized in between. But no one ever responded to the question.
Okay, so the order was to get out, right? So I guess their argument would be you didn't follow orders, so they put you in cuffs.
That is, well, from their perspective, but I'm not in a current patient room. The hospital the emergency room is a space where anyone can be. And, they didn't have to engage me in this way with violence. I think, they could have chosen many avenues, but this is the type of behavior we're seeing from ICE agents across the city.
So then what happened? You're in cuffs. Were you arrested? Are you facing charges? And what happens next?
No, I was briefly detained. When we walk out of this emergency room towards the end of this clip, we walk out, they call for backup, a Border Patrol vehicle pulls up, and we sort of start having a debate between me, one of the ICE agents, and a Border Patrol agent, because I'm clearly asking, I need to understand what crime did I commit outside of exercising my constitutional right to ask a question. I don't understand what led to my detainment. And it was a Border Patrol agent that had actually told the ICE agent to remove the cuffs. I think it's important that people understand that when you're in a situation like this, you understand your rights, that you could clearly articulate them out loud. But also the people who were sort of capturing this footage and documenting this incident also supported me coming out of cuffs that day.
Any legal action now after your detainment? Is there a next step here in your case?
I've been consulting with legal teams. We're still determining what's next, but absolutely consulting with the best of lawyers in the city of Chicago.
What about the person they were there to arrest? Did that happen?
That individual is still in the hospital. He had reconstructive leg surgery. His leg was shattered from his knee to his ankle during the pursuit of ICE in detaining him. ICE has actually left the hospital. They had no signed judicial warrants for the individual that was there. That individual has legal status. What we are seeing is racial profiling in the city of Chicago. If you are Latino, Spanish speaking, you are being hunted by these agents. We have had U.S. citizens picked up and have had to be released from the Broadview Detention Center hours or a day later because these individuals are not picking up what they call quote unquote criminals. What they are doing is violating violating the rights of the citizens and residents of the city of Chicago, literally picking up anyone. This is a war on the very people on the soil that Donald Trump represents.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.